Hello, welcome. So today I got together a few of my 4-H friends from Central District, and we are going to be talking today about the concept of lifelong learning, just what it means to us and what it is. But before we get started, let me introduce my friends with you. We have with us Ruth Wallace, who is the 4-H agent in Buckingham County. We have Terry Abston, who is the 4-H agent in Nottoway County. We have Jake Morgan, who is the 4-H agent in Prince Edward County. And we have Robbie Morrison, who is the 4-H agent in Campbell County. And we are excited to be with you today. And I appreciate you guys for helping me with the Wonder Project. We'll talk a little bit more about what that is at the end of our video. But we're going to start off right now, and let's hear what Ruth Wallace has to say about lifelong learning. Ruth?
Thank you, Linda. I consider myself to be a lifelong learner. And one thing we have to think about is that lifelong learning does not necessarily mean academic learning. Being a lifelong learner for me means finding something that I'm interested in and learning more about it. So whether it is something about the world of insects and studying the different kinds of insects and what makes them unique, or whether it is learning about ways to show kindness to others, just taking an interest and exploring it more to find out and really enrich my knowledge about that subject. So that's what lifelong learning means to me. And now I think Terry is going to speak to us next.
And I agree with Ruth that lifelong learning happens because we're curious about our surrounding world. But I also feel that lifelong learning for me is because of a need. When I was in college, I didn't know how to cook. I grew up in a household of women who didn't want me in the kitchen. And I desperately wanted to learn how to cook. So a friend of mine took the time to teach me, and I continuously build my skills by watching the cooking channel. And I learn every single day. And it's a skill that I enjoy. It's become a hobby, and my husband really enjoys it too, and his weight shows for it. So, but now I'm going to pass it to Jake Morgan.
Thanks, Terry. It's kind of funny that we're going to be touching on the same topics here, but it's, for me, lifelong learning is a combination of curiosity and passion. And Terry, you reminded me of the need also. So, for me, being a lifelong learner, it means being out in my environment, in my community, and finding things that I'm curious about and expanding on those things by whatever means I have available to me. This day and age, the internet and Google and YouTube are very much a part of my lifelong learning. And as well as talking to my peers and people that are experiencing some of the same things I'm passionate or curious about. And the need aspect, it kind of reminds me of my life here. We have a little hobby farm, and I need to find out how to do certain things that I've never known how to do before. I did not grow up on a farm. So the need and I love doing it. I'm passionate about that, as well as teaching and learning and stuff. So that need part of it is definitely a strong component. But curiosity and passion, you have to be curious about it. You have to have the passion to want to go out and figure out more. By whatever means you have available to you. So I think that's what lifelong learning is about with me. Robbie, what do you think?
Well, I agree with you, Jake, that lifelong learning is wonder, just like Linda was talking about it. We wonder about the world. One thing I love about what 4-H helps with that is that we're always learning. I can remember my parents say, if you're not learning, you're dead. We are learning all the time. And I think that you talk about the need. Yes, there is a need, but there's also, if we want to master anything, if we're going to get really good at something, we're going to be learning all the time. So I feel like that learning is definitely a passion for me. I love to learn. I think it's great when learning is about wonder and not just about what you have to do. You know, sometimes when you're sat down in a classroom and you're made to, oh, got to do this. No, it's a wonder. What do I wonder about? And then I learn it and I can master different things. And just also just to know more about the world is an exciting thing. So I think the term wonder is a great thing to put with lifelong learning. So I'll pass it on to Linda. Back
Yeah.
to
Thank you. Guys, you captured some of the kind of themes that I think about when I think about lifelong learning. I think about wonder, I think about curiosity, and I think about passion. And I think about connections too, because one of the things that I know for me is that I know that I do not know. So it is, and I had, talking about funny quotes, I had somebody tell me that one time, you know, if you are the smartest person in the room, that you should find another room. And I guess, so that had kind of has stuck with me and kind of takes the pressure off, you know, if I'm a lifelong learner, I'm already admitting that I don't, you know, I don't know everything, but I want to. I want to. So you kind of begin this quest for information, quest for knowledge, quest for connection with your world, with other people. And I think that we are more well-rounded as people, and we are steadily growing. We're kind of taking that a growth mentality about learning and about our own education, and we're taking responsibility for it, because I'm going out and I'm trying to find information. And so, you know, and I feel like that the education, that knowledge that we gain, that's the one thing that people can't take away from you. Nobody can take what you know away, your experiences.